Hi everybody, I'm in Buenos Aires, and I'm really excited because it turns out that they have a huge Italian immigrant population, so there are dishes that developed on their own down here in Argentina, just like in Little Italy, New York. And I'm going to make a ricotta gnocchi with a mint pesto. So, Argentina has a really big gnocchi culture, it's true. Argentinians get paid once a month. So the 29th of the month has become the day of gnocchi. Why? Because gnocchi is filling and cheap to make. Right before you get paid on the 1st. Makes a lot of sense, right? So here we have egg, and this is some ricotta. Here comes some flour. I like to take a rubber spatula and a bowl and just start doing it here. Okay. So you start getting it together, and then we can do this. This is not something that we're trying to knead too much. If you work it too much, it becomes, it's not light and fluffy. It's not like a cloud. I want a cloud. You want a cloud. So let's put this right here. We'll cover it. And we'll work on our pesto. In Italian, pesto just means paste. So we've got to make a paste. I think garlic is pretty fundamental. Now, nuts. I think almonds are great. Here's some cheese. This is like Argentinian pecorino. I think the most important thing when you're making a pesto is to get the nuts, the cheese, the garlic, and the oil all blended up first. Some lemon juice, sort of reduce the viscosity, make it more liquidious, yes. Okay, this is mint. It's bright, it's wonderful. It smells like a mojito. It's like we're making mojito gnocchi. And here we have some parsley. Parsley is a wintertime herb, in my opinion. And so these two going together are uniting the seasons of the northern and southern hemisphere as we speak. Let's just blend this a little bit first. I think you're gonna have a little bit of a problem, but I'm gonna work through it. Okay, I've been struggling with this thing a little bit, so I'm gonna move it into a bowl here. You can't really mess it up. It's lemon, it's olive oil, it's salt, it's delicious herbs like nuts. A little more oil, okay. Salt. Ooh, yummy. And some hot pepper. Acidic. You've got this big round note from the cheese and the garlic and the nuts pulling this way. So this is happening. And then really, really bright and wonderful from the lemon and the mint. This is gonna be delicious. Look at that. So that resting, it really just allows this dough to fully hydrate itself. If you just cut some strips like this, so a little roll, and go smaller than you think. You know, aim for pinky or fourth finger size. They swell up in the water, so if you start with them big, they're gonna be gigante. I think that's plenty, guys. A gentle simmer is what you're looking for with fresh pasta, because anything too violent, it's gonna break it apart. Come in with some salt. Remember, the pasta is not only being hydrated, but it's also being flavored right now. A little stir. Very important at the beginning. Make sure nothing sticks early on. You see what's happening here? The gnocchi, they're floating to the top. This is your timer. You cannot set a timer because depending if you make it fat or skinny or your water's not really boiling that much or your altitude, it's all gonna change. So just wait for them to float to the top like they've done right now. That means they're ready. And now, the pesto, still beautifully vibrant and green. Guys, hit it with a little more cheese. Right on top, get some more flavor in there. And if you're really living la vida loca, a little bit more oil. So that is mint gnocchis. And look, 5 pesos underneath, because that's what the grandmas in Argentina do when they have the day of gnocchis on the 29th of every single month. Yes, it exists. So before your paycheck comes, you know grandma's gonna be adding to the fund of you. Enjoy this recipe. You can make it. It's easy. It's delicious.